It is that time of the week again. AFL predictions with me, the Englishman that loves AFL. So last week probably wasn't the best. Let's see if we can improve this week. So last week, round 5, let's see how we did. As I said, it was difficult. There were some really good results, also some not so good. Now, Thursday, Adelaide versus Carlton, and for some reason I went for Carlton, and I cannot remember why. I'm not even going to go look back at why. I did Carlton by 14. They lost by 28. Adelaide were the much better team, and I don't know why. I don't know why I did it, but yeah, no points for that one. Next was Collingwood versus Freo, and it was a close game, actually. A ridiculously low-scoring game, though. What the hell? I think this is actually in the... Is it 4 or 5 years now of watching? This is the lowest men's score that I've seen. 39-45. I did Pies to win by 18, and they lost by 6, so nothing there. It was looking painful, but it did turn around a little bit. North versus Lions. I did Lions to win by 32. They won by 26. I got a close score, so that is an extra half a point. So the results I did get were pretty good. It's just not enough of them. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Next was Essendon versus D's. This was disappointing. Only positive was 3% of people went for Essendon to win this. I did Melbourne to win by 45. They actually lost by 45, which is a real shock, because actually they were 3 wins in 4, and that was a real kick against Essendon, who were bottom of the league. So not good for D's. Next, Swans, come on, versus Gold Coast. I predicted Swans to win by 22. They won by 32, enough to get me a close score. Swans sit top of the league, get in there, and doing really well, bar one loss. But every team now has at least lost one game, and you'll see that in the next game. 1.5 points for that game. Hawthorn versus Bulldogs. Bulldogs were never really in it. They were never really in it, were they? I did Dogs to win by 16. They lost by 40. Western Bulldogs were the only team that hadn't lost. Now they have. So that does push them down to 4th, which... yeah, I think Sydney's shot difference makes a huge difference. Well done to Hawthorn, though. That puts them in 3rd place, and no points for me. Pretty tight prediction, though, for people. Pretty evenly split. Then Geelong versus West Coast, and another one where I got a close score. So as I said, the ones I did win, most of them were close scores. Geelong, a comfortable win. I didn't see West Coast really challenging, and they won by 46, so a close score again. Yeah, take that. And then Giants versus Richmond. Yeah, I did Giants to win by 20. They won by 56. Oh my God, Richmond. The Tigers, they are really struggling. Even bloody Carlton and Essendon have now picked up some points. I get 1 point, not too bad. Last game, I don't think many people saw this coming. Port losing on gather round as well at home to Saints, who have been piss poor. A shock. I did Port by 13. They lost by 14, so nothing for me there. I don't know, some good results, but some I got badly wrong. So the league table with all of us, let's do the top 10. Afterburners is now in 1st place. Well done. Graham B in 2nd. AFL Time in 3rd. Aussie TV in 4th. Pat Logic up to 5th. Hazza up to 6th. Ragnarok X with the golden hat as well in 7th place. There are a few drop downs. Crude Cola also had a bad week. Look, down 7. Was first. No, it was first, wasn't it? Yeah. In 8th. RPN in 9th. And Azimus in 10th. Let's see any big movers. Mask McGee up 14. Not bad. Mark up 15. Communist Bloke is up 16. That's not bad. Up 27 is Caution. I think that's how you'd pronounce it. Cats is down 13. Len is down 15. 40? Jesus Christ. Mad Swans fan up 43 places, and you didn't get the golden hat. Unbelievable. Where am I? Collingwood fan down 24. Up 23. Red Dragon. Where the hell am I? Oh, Jesus. Down 33. Wow, that's painful. Those half-point close scores did not do enough to keep me anywhere near I had a really good week last week. That has cost me big time. Right, Aaron up 42. Guru up 35 places there. Yin down 18. Newtown Falcon up 31. That's pretty good. 37 down is Think Outside the Square. Down 38 is New Elijah. Right, let's see who got the wooden spoon this week. I'm still going. How? Up 3 places, but with the wooden spoon. Old bugger. I feel bad for you, man. And this is where everyone else finished. Oh, God. So, round 6 it is, and we start on Thursday, the 16th MCG. Carlton versus Collingwood. Neither team with that good form, are they? Looking at this, look, it's a home game for both teams, pretty much, isn't it? I think Collingwood, they've got a decent team. They just haven't been gelling together, and they've been lacking that consistency. Carlton, on the other hand, I just don't think much of them, to put it bluntly. DeGoey does, I think he's out for Collingwood, which should hurt. But I think their system will allow them to cover from DeGoey not being in. I don't think Collingwood have been awful. Carlton, on the other hand, have been, in my opinion, of course. I can't see Carlton winning this, but then again, I may be completely wrong. Let's go. First game, Collingwood by 16. Surprisingly, it's actually tougher than I thought to pick that one, but no, I've got to go with Collingwood. Next game, Friday the 17th at the Litter Tray. It is Geelong versus Western Bulldogs. Obviously, Geelong had a bit of a slip-up the previous week, but regained. Western Bulldogs got their first loss of the season. It's a difficult one. We know that Geelong are formidable at home. They are normally pretty strong, and if they do lose, it's not by a lot. Geelong, they do regain a few players, and that'll add strength to their structure. I think Bulldogs may have some injuries as well, which can affect their forward line balance. That's going to hurt. Geelong, as I said, home ground advantage. That's a big one, but I think it'll be a close game. I think both teams still playing pretty good football, but I've got to edge it to Cats. I have to edge it to Cats at home. Another one, this is a really close one. I predict a very, very tight percentage difference between what everyone else picks. But I'm going to go Geelong, playing at home. Good win last week. Geelong by 5. Not easy to call. Next, SCG, Sydney versus Giants. It is the Sydney derby. Sydney, we are performing some awesome football. I don't think we were actually that great last week. The commentators disagreed. They thought we were pretty good. We managed. We got over the line. We managed. But I don't think we were exceptional. I think we wasted a hell of a lot of opportunities to score. Too many behinds in the early stage when we should have blown the opposition away. Giants, they did pick up a win, but they have not been great, have they? They have been pretty disappointing, sitting in 13th at the moment. I think GWS have got a couple of players in midfield and forward positions out. I think concussion is one of the issues going on. But I just think in general, the ball movement from Sydney is pretty fast. The way that Brodie Grundy is able to get that ball almost every time. He is now almost on par with Max Gawn. Maybe overtaking him now this season. And that is so important. Honestly, it's so important. But look, it's a derby. There is that derby factor, maybe giving it a little edge. However, Swans flying. They're on grand final form, and it's so early in the season, so we do have to continue it. We have to keep getting those wins. Sydney to win here. Let's go by 20. I think that's reserved, but fair. Next game, Saturday the 18th at People First Stadium. Gold Coast versus Essendon. Gold Coast, they looked brilliant. And then the last two games, they did not. Pretty poor They have been pretty poor. Petrarca is back this week, I'm pretty sure, though. And that is, I say hopefully, I don't care, but hopefully for my prediction, that's going to be a huge boost. And hopefully he will be that creative linchpin that Gold Coast need. They're against Essendon, who did get a surprise win against the D's. How the hell they did it, I don't know. But I'm going to assume it's a one-off, especially with players like Petrarca coming back. Playing at home as well, up in the Gold Coast, is going to be a huge key factor, in my opinion, and allow the Suns to play that fast attacking footy. Essendon, they lack consistency. They don't have the quality across the field. So it's got to be a Gold Coast win here, doesn't it? So Gold Coast to win. Let's go Gold Coast by 35. That's what we're going to go with. Next, Marvel, it is Hawthorn versus Port. Hawthorn, they've been really good. You cannot fault them. They beat us. That was the game that we lost. They had a good win last week as well. Port, look at that inconsistency. Loss, win, loss, win, loss. They cannot get 2 wins back to back. It is insane. I just think with the form that Hawthorn are in, they're playing in Victoria as well. I'm struggling to see anything from Port. Like, Port losing last week was a disgrace. Hawks have got that forward structure. They are functioning really well. They are scoring goals. They are looking pretty exciting. I think even with a couple of minor injury concerns, Hawthorn should have a hell of a lot more cohesion as a team unit, and that should get them over the line. So Hawthorn to win. Let's go 30. Next, at the Oval, Crows versus Saints. Crows, both teams inconsistent. Saints did get a win last week, but I cannot see them getting another win against Crows, who I think last week that's going to give them a real big boost. That win gives them, I think it gives them the edge playing at home. Saints, they're missing key forward targets, and that's going to limit their scoring opportunities for sure. Crows should have that extra ball movement and that home advantage, which I think will carry them over the line. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a huge win, but I'm going to go Adelaide to win by 10. And the next game, it is Marvel Stadium, and it is North versus Richmond. Now, surely North will not lose this one. Richmond have been honestly woeful, just woeful. Considering it was West Coast, I thought that would be them. Even North, I still predicted to be down there. Richmond, they have outdone themselves, haven't they? They've outdone themselves with how bad they've been. Look, as I said, North, they're showing those signs of improvement that they've had the willingness and the drive, but not the results in the last couple of years. Now they're seeing the results. They are. And I think it's going to be the same here. Look, Richmond missing key spine players such as Lynch and Nankervis as well. So that's not going to help. When you're struggling anyway and you've got these big players missing, that's going to hurt. North have got to make the pressure and youth energy really make it work for them now, because this is a team they've got to be beaten, and they've got to be beating these teams below them. Tigers just look so unsettled. So look, North to win here. North to win by 22. Next game, penultimate game, MCG. It is D's versus Brisbane. Look, what the hell happened with D's last week? Losing to Essendon was a really disappointing, considering their form was pretty good and they had started showing what they can do again. But Brisbane now, they've hit good form. Their first 2 losses, it was rough, but now they've hit form, sitting in 6th with their 3 wins. I just think Brisbane are a balanced team. They're one of those teams that you think defensively, solid, attack, solid, midfield, solid. They are really balanced. So I don't think Melbourne have got that scoring consistency at the moment. They're not necessarily scoring ridiculous amounts. They've got key defenders out, which will hurt Melbourne's structure. And I just think Brisbane are strong throughout. They are strong throughout. And that loss last week to D's was worrying. The only positive thing for D's is Brisbane are travelling away, but they should have enough quality to win this. So I'm going to go Brisbane here. Brisbane by 18. And the last game is Optus Stadium, West Coast versus Freo. It's a derby again, or the showdown. It's a derby anyway, whatever it is, just whatever spin they put on it, it is still a derby. A derby is when two rival teams play again. Anyway, Freo, look, they're doing really well. I think I bet against them, didn't I? But they're doing really well. Look, they are second in the league, just behind Swans, and that is simply on the score difference. So West Coast, look, granted they got 2 wins, but they are still not looking a great team, are they? They're not looking impressive. And I just think Freo are looking pretty good. They're not necessarily scoring loads. They're not, but they do the basic jobs pretty well at the moment, don't they? Look, that I think Docker's midfield and transition game is really far superior to West Coast. Obviously, the derby, I just think Freo are a much stronger team. So for the last game of the week, Freo to win by 40. So there you have it. They are my picks for this week. I hope I have a better week. Considering I got three of the close scores, that I was quite confident that I wouldn't be doing as bad as I did. But no, you've got to get those big 1 points. That is the big thing. I'm 10 points off the leader. Got to try and close the gap. It's still early days. We will see how I do. But thank you once again for watching. Thank you for joining if you did in the last 2 watch-alongs as well. But as always, I will catch you next time.